David, obviously a massive win last weekend. How's the squad sort of looking after that? Because I imagine they would have put a lot into that game.
Yeah, I think, as I've said to you a few times, they put that much in over the past while, and I think a lot of managers, when I look at other interviews, are talking about the same things. You know, it's quite a heavy schedule. Again, managers up and down the country are saying they're not looking for the excuses, but they're just being honest about some of the players that are obviously sore because they're running a lot and they're working a lot and you're using the same players, and you're obviously just trying to use your squad as best you can sometimes when it's like that, just to try and keep the freshness in it. But again, from a personal point, the boys obviously worked really hard at the weekend, got a positive result, but again from that obviously a few of them were a bit sore and a bit niggly this week, so not trained every day, so we've just got to be a bit mindful of that and try and look after them.
I think it's been an issue for quite a while now in terms of getting that consistency. Obviously we want to build on last weekend's result, but how important is consistency, especially now in sort of the business end of the campaign?
Again, any time, any season, if you get consistency, and I think if you look at our season, there has been a lot of inconsistency. Win a game, lose a game, draw a game, lose a game, win a game. It's just so sporadic, and what you're trying to do is try and get a run. And I say we did all right. There was 3 games undefeated, but unfortunately there was 3 we were defeated. Managed to get obviously a win at the weekend, which is massively important. It's just try to build in that, you know. And again, I keep saying in football, there's no guarantees with anything. It's going to be a really tough game. It's a tough trip for us to go down, to then obviously go out there and put the same level of effort, the same level of application in that they've done, that we always demand. But again, Yeovil, they say they come off having a little bit of a sticky patch, and they had a really good result the other day and deservedly won the game. So their tails will be up from getting a really good result. I say they've had, I think early in the season, some good results, and it just changed a little bit recently, but I think there's always a context to that regarding players that have left them. It's always going to be difficult, but I think they've done a great job, and they're managing a great job at either replacing them or bringing ones in, and actually having a good group. And I said I was impressed with them. Obviously I've seen some of the Solihull game, and they get a fantastic result and showed some really good moments in it that we've got to be aware of.
Obviously we had a really entertaining game with them earlier in the campaign. Is that the sort of contest that you're expecting to see again, sort of goals and plenty, 2 teams going in and attacking one another?
Potentially. It's always hard because I mean it was obviously a while ago and squads change, players change, but I do know they've a really hard game. I mean, you watch them, they've definitely got them working hard, they're running, they compete. I mean, I watched that last week. They've got some really good players that really put the work in the midfield areas. So I think from our point of view, as you know, it's going to be a really tough test. From how many goals are scored, obviously we want to try and not concede any and score some, but you know, to do that it's going to be really tough. Again, they're a very useful side. To score 3 goals the other day against Solihull proves that they are good and they've got goals in their team. From our point of view, we come off a similar result. It's just trying to get into the game and trying to get something from the match is what we're trying to do. And it's just working again this week, trying to look after them, the players I said, try to get them ready to go and then get into the game Saturday. Obviously again looking at their strengths and weaknesses and try to be aware of it, limited what we can do because we're trying to be careful of the loads that the players have got this time of year. We might have to look at freshening up a little bit just because same players have played a lot of matches, just to try and get that freshness into the game. So we've got legs, so we're just looking at that between today and tomorrow and then decide before Saturday. But we do know it's going to be a tough test against a good side.